Hello and welcome to the Glitchaman show, where I will bring you the stuff I know about things. And I bet I know some things about stuff that you don't know about. And today I'm going to bring you an in-depth review of the PlayStation Vita, which I have had for about 10 days now, and I know a few things about it, some stuff about things about it that you may not know. And I'm here to make it easier for you and let you know, make your PlayStation Vita experience a little bit better. I'm not going to get into how to set this damn thing up or any of that stuff. You know all the stuff: touch screen front, touch screen rear, gyros, front and rear facing camera, buttons, and the two analog sticks. Very nice. They feel very good. This hardware is pretty nice. Nice, beautiful screen there. Some of the components, such as where you put your game in, those little doors, a little hard to open and feel like they're probably going to end up breaking off. That's the feel of it. Hoping the analog sticks hold up. These get sloppy. I hope that there's a way to modular would be really freaking cool, to where you could like just switch out buttons and stuff that go bad. But anyway, I also purchased with my PlayStation Vita this rubbery little protective case for it. It's an official PlayStation Vita accessory. A little bit floppy, easy to install. I feel it gives me some protection. But I'm probably looking to upgrade. Makes reaching your shoulder buttons sometimes a little awkward, and these shoulder buttons a little bit awkward. I don't know if you can hear them, but I don't know why. You can hear them. You should be able to hear that. Anyway, that's my little quick overview on the hardware and the accessories. I got this little screen here, screen protector. You can probably see my little bubbles in it. I'm gonna get it right. Here's my little bubbles. But probably recommended that you put a screen protector on your PlayStation Vita. Something like this is probably a good idea also. And I got myself a little carrying case right here. This was $14.99. Works good enough. Able to put a couple. It's got a little slot here for a couple games, and I got my old 8 gig memory card in there, and not too bad. Worth picking up. It's got its little thing right here, and it usually matches what I'm wearing. So it comes in a few different colors. Probably a good idea to have something of the sort. Next, let's see. I got my little notes right here. Try to get through what we're talking about here. Let you know a few things. Kind of hitting on the pros and cons as I go. The accessories for it, there are lots of different ones out there. I'll probably be trying them out just so I can bring you reviews on them and whatnot. But let's see how this goes, and if you guys give a crap about the things I know about stuff. Anyway, what I have installed on my PlayStation Vita as of now are a few different games, and I'm going to give you an overview on some of my favorites here, and then we'll talk about some of the issues that I've had with my Vita, and then we'll talk about some hopes that I have for the future of the Vita. Right now I got Uncharted, Golden Abyss. Fun game. It's got some gimmicky uses of the PlayStation Vita's control, such as the touch and the gyros and the stuff like that in it. Although I wouldn't say it's as badly implemented as some of your other game reviews might give it, as far as aiming up with either the joystick or the gyros. I kind of use a combination of both. I'll use my big movements with the joystick, and then I'll bring it in for the headshot with the gyros. It's also pretty fun when you're sitting in a chair like such as this, to be able to spin around, and actually I'll totally abandon the joystick, and I will go straight to being able to just spin around and shoot the characters there. wondering if I'll be able to show you maybe a little bit of that and give you a little bit of gameplay, whatever. But I would say you've played the Uncharted series, pretty much more of the same. Does have some fun moments in it, but just more of the same. It's a fun game. I wouldn't say it's a must-have, is what I would say there. Next thing I have on there is MotoStorm RC. MotoStorm RC, and this one, let me tell you, free! Are you freaking kidding me? This game right here has some definite fun factor to it. Playing in the playground with your little RCs going on the half pipe, and I can spend 10-15 minutes just driving a little car around on the playground. Also gives you some your friends that you find on it, gives you some ability to race against their ghost cars and whatnot. There is no online on it as of right now that way. You don't race head to head, but you can definitely show off to your friends and accept challenges and whatnot. And gosh dang it, for free. This is probably one of the better games on my system right now. Okay. No freak shows. Okay. I just had a message and I wanted to clear my shit out here. Let's see. Okay. All right. MotoStorm RC. Good game. Free. Kick ass. Kick ass. Thank you very much, Scion. Brought to us by Scion, I believe. Yeah. Free. Powered by Scion. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you. Okay. Drive a little RC around after you set your controls at the beginning. Things get pretty crazy pretty quick. Very fun. Lots of stuff to buy online for it. Lots of downloadable content out there. Probably part of their idea of giving it to you for free. It is definitely fun, and you could probably end up spending a buck here and there, upgrading your stuff, buying different courses and whatnot for it. Like I said, no online component. Uncharted, no online component. Unit 13, your first bring with you shooter of the PlayStation Vita. Awesome game. It's got definitely has some spot on controls, very nice controls. There's no storyline or anything like that. You just basically got a bunch of different missions that you can do. But when you get in there and you go and you the missions are varied. You have your stealth missions, your run and gun missions, you have your variety missions that have a little bit of that stuff. You have timed missions, and you have your elite missions, which changes how you regenerate your health and whatnot. And very cool. You upgrade your characters. You improve your loadouts. You do all that stuff. Very fun. This one also has what they call daily challenges, where you're able to you get a shot at posting a high score on a level. Right here we got. Let's see. I know I can focus this. Okay. We got daily challenges over here. You got your high valued targets. Can we get this to focus up there, Ron, Jimmy? I don't have any talent here. Anybody helping me? Is it just my eyes? Or anyway, and online cooperative, very fun. I played probably a few hours of the online cooperative, and it is fun. You're not always going to find a game right away, but I believe as the popularity of this game increases, and more people get the Vita and whatnot, you will find it very entertaining to go online and play with somebody. With the built-in microphone, voice chat is seamless. You got one person to talk to, and you don't have to buy anything extra to be able to talk online and have a good experience that way. Being as nobody on freaking line, Battlefield, my favorite game online on the PlayStation 3, nobody talks, and I like to have a little bit of a conversation when I'm playing my game. This one right here, get on there and jump right in. You're talking. I would recommend wearing some headphones and probably turning down the volume on your in-game music and your in-game dialogue. Will help make hearing your partner better. But the ability to revive each other, that you get the multi-kill bonuses, definitely a cool game. I would say this is a must-have for the PlayStation Vita. Not a whole lot of casualness to that. These games right here, I don't see you walking down the street playing them. You're gonna be kind of concentrating on it. So don't walk down the street playing Unit 13 or Uncharted or anything. You're gonna get hit by a bus. So that's just a little disclaimer. Next, I got Ridge Racer. I bought this just a couple days ago. $24.99 on the PlayStation Network download, and it is what you'd about expect from Ridge Racer. You have your cars that you're drifting. God dang, would you focus up? Drifting around the courses and whatnot, hitting your nitrous, your arcade game style. At first, not very impressed. I couldn't even win a freaking race. But then I got into some online races, and it definitely improved the play value of it. The demo out there for it, I don't even know what that thing is. It has nothing to do with the gameplay. The E3 demo has nothing to do with the gameplay. You get on there and you can change the color of the car, and you can move around and warp the sound and crap like that, and none of that has even come up in the game itself. It's just classic Ridge Racer gameplay. Not a must-have, but for $24.99, it's a good race game. I'll probably end up playing MotorStorm more than Ridge Racer, though. Although some online, it doesn't have voice chat. What it gives you is a little list of things that you might want to say to players. Not a very complete list. I'd like to say, let's wait till there's more than 3 people in this race, so we can have a little more excitement. But I haven't been able to fill up a race yet. But definitely a good game. Good enough game. If I were to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 3, 5 stars, whatever, I'd give it, I'd give it a playable. Play it, $24.99. Not bad. I don't see a big influx of games coming right this moment for the Vita. Cliff diving, the table soccer, the augmented reality games. Pretty cool concept. Get a little card, put it down on a surface, and you're able to manipulate that scene in a 360 degree using the camera. You can look down on it, zoom in, zoom out, look at the top of it, look at all the sides of it. More of a tech demo on what you're getting there. And if you know anything about PlayStation and their tech demos, not all of them come to fruition. You don't always end up with what is possible from technologies, and I'm really hoping that changes on this. Table soccer, you build a stadium. You put a stadium, you use all the cards, and you build the size of your field, and you put the stands up, and you put the scoreboard, and all that stuff can be moved while you're playing, and you can look down on your little field. What I hope they would do with this technology, I'd love to be able to have a battle just waging on my desktop here, or a battle waging across my bed, where I'm able to move teams, move my units on the field by just moving cards or whatnot, and being able to look down and actually have snipers positioned on top of my pillow up there shooting down on tanks that are in my little bungalow that I built, you know, put down at the bottom of my bedspread, or on the middle of my floor, or whatever. Completely awesome. You could just totally just create, do something like that. Somebody make a game like that. That's what I want from you, is a game like that. Questions on I've been online and I've wondered myself about some of these minis, some of the PlayStation portable games and their playability on the PlayStation Vita. And I've seen some different things said and whatnot, but I'll let you know what I know about it. If you go on your PlayStation store through your Vita and you look up minis, it's only going to give you the minis that work on your Vita. And so that's going to be a good way to know whether or not the game will work on your Vita. Just go ahead and download it onto your Vita via the PlayStation Store through it. As far as I have some minis on my PlayStation 3, and most of them were free through the PlayStation Plus. I'm a PlayStation Plus subscriber. I do recommend that. Worth the money, I think, for all the little free games, and they end up giving you some cool stuff, especially for the kids. But I had some minis on my PlayStation, and I was wondering why I wasn't able to get them on there, and which ones I was able to get on there. Because when you hook the PlayStation up to the Vita and use the content manager, it doesn't bring up any of the minis that I had on my PlayStation, and therefore I was very curious as to why not. The solution that I came up to find the minis that were playable on my Vita system here, again, go to the PlayStation Store, enter the PlayStation Store through your Vita, okay? And I'm showing you here, I need a new router, but it's showing I'm going through my Wi-Fi here, and it's not too terribly slow, but I believe the antenna in the Vita is a little weak. But you can see, and there we are. Now you're going to see your PlayStation Vita only games, and your crossplay games and stuff like that. If you go down here, this is what I talked about earlier. You get your minis. Where are my minis? It's minis right here, and you click on those, and those are going to be the games that you can play on your Vita. Okay, all these should work just fine. None of the games that I had on my PlayStation did I find on here. What? Damn. Okay, none of the ones I had on my Vita were there. So I was like wondering, what else can I do? And what I did, if you go down here into this little corner here, and you click this little icon, click this little icon right here, and go to your download list. Okay, and of course you should know what your download list is. And that gives you a list of all the stuff that you've downloaded from the PlayStation Store. And if you look over here to the side, it says download on some of the stuff. Of course, not all the things. If you scroll down, there's plenty of minis on here. Most of them right here, like Battle Fantasia and all these other games right here, they say cannot download using PS Vita system. Can't read that, unfortunately, but it says cannot download using PS Vita system. And those are games you can't play on here right now. And I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that's going to change. Wow! But I kept scrolling, and out of all you guys that's got these free games, I found one game for my Vita that I had already downloaded previously, and it was Flying Hamster. Look, I got a minis up on there. And it's beautiful on here. You play the minis on your PlayStation 3, you know they're freaking ugly as hell on there. And of course we'll go back and there it is, Flying Hamster, free. Had it on my PlayStation already, and of course it's not going to utilize any of your touch screen or any of that. But there it is, Flying Hamsters on my Vita, and it's not too bad a game for casual gameplay. You're still going to want casual games on your Vita. I'm telling you that. I'll tell you that now. If you're going to want it, you're not always going to be able to sit there and play some Unit 13 or whatnot. What else you guys want to know? The Nier system. Hoping for some updates on this. The Nier, the finding people. You go here and you click on your thing and you find your location and you tell everybody where you are and you find out what people are playing around you and I found a couple people. The thing is when you go in here and it obtains your data and it finds where you are. Loading data, saved, sending, and it has found that it's going to pop up here and it's going to be all excited. I'm just going to say, holy crap! It says hi buzz with 1 people playing Facebook, but it says it found 25 people. 25 people in the area playing. 25. Whoa, you think? And then it loads this little screen here. Ghetto Freak Show, you accepted my friend's request. And this is kind of cool. Now, it's showing these people on my little map. I don't see 25 of them. I pretty much see the same ones that I always see. But I have made a couple friends. And you go right here. And Rolling Bowls. Sorry, this guy, that's my friend. He has played Ridge Racer, the demo. He's played some Moto RC. And he's also played the Unit 13. And what's happened here is I'm able to see his score on Unit 13. He posts scores. And he sent me a present right here. That's a mission that I can try to do. And have fun with. And here's my other buddy. And he's played some games. Some same games that I have. And if I click on the games that he's played, it'll tell me what he thinks about it. That's actually what I think about it. But it needs some work. I'd like to be able to put a comment on here just about the game, my overall comment, not just some emocons on there and whatnot. But cool idea. I have had some fun with the Nier. Again, some confusing things. Most of the issues I have with the Vita, I would say, are easily addressable in an update, which brings me to some of my biggest issues with the PlayStation Vita. Some of it ain't fixable. We're going to have to wait till the next iteration of the PlayStation Vita in order to have things like, I don't know, a freaking hard drive. What world do we live in where you can't put some internal storage into your little handheld here? Why the freaking proprietary freaking memory card? Why? That's just, that ain't cool. You did stupid stuff like with the PlayStation PSP with the OMG proprietary and 16 gigabytes. I filled up my 8 gig card pretty quick. I had some videos on there, and I had Uncharted on there, and some demos. Not very much stuff, filled it up. I got a 16 gig in there, which, by the way, this never stop playing bullshit. It took 3 hours to frickin' back up my Vita onto my PlayStation and then transfer it all to the new card. That was 3 hours. I couldn't play my PlayStation Vita or my frickin' PSP or my PlayStation 3. How can I know? Anyway, I wish I could background do stuff with my Vita on my PlayStation so it's not used up also, and I'm managing stuff back and forth. I'd like to be able to, you know, go ahead and do a backup every once in a while on my Vita, and then but still be able to sit and play some Rocksmith. Rocksmith rocks. Okay, so what have we gone over? Stuff I know about things. Things I know about stuff. The Vita. Well worth the money. Gosh dang. Oh, fix the browser. I want to be able to watch YouTube and shit on my Vita. I want a YouTube app. Let's get some apps on here. Let's get some cool stuff like some of the apps like you're going to find on Android Market, things like that. I would love apps, not just, I don't want stupid little games. I don't need to go there, but I would like apps, shopping lists, stuff like that. The use on there. There's so many things you could do with this. This is the next. This is the future. Future right here. And so fix the. Let's get some updates. I hear there's an update coming in April. Not too far away, but I hope it's a good update. I hope they just wow me, and I'm like, yay. Because there's some stuff they need to do. Some things that really, when I first got my Vita, I was very frustrated with it. It's not something you take out of the box and you just start playing. There's some setup, and you got to figure some things out. But once you get that done, it's worth it. I'm not sure if I did good getting the 3G, especially since it's through AT&T. Oh my God. For realsies. PSV. Oh yeah, the 3G. I got the 3G. They need to do something with their plans. It makes me nervous. I have no idea why I haven't. You can't watch Netflix through your 3G. You can't use your remote play through your 3G. There's no games, you know, right now that I don't know. I haven't played any of my multiplayers via 3G, but I bought the thing. I bought the $30 3 gig 30-day freaking card. I hate that. I wish there was some kind of rollover or something or whatever. But I'm supposed to get a free data package from them. I got this one with this, which I'm supposed to get a free downloadable game in a month from them after I buy a thing from them. Minimum purchase of $15, and then they give you a $15 514 megabyte pack after yours expires, and then they send you a code for a downloadable game. Not too cool, but not sure yet as to whether or not I need the 3G, and wish they could give me an unlimited package or some crap. I mean, really, look at that. It's 420. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that's things I know about stuff, and stuff I know about things. And today it was all about the Vita. I know other things about other stuff. So why don't you go ahead and ask the Glitchaman what stuff I might know things about. And thank you very much.